Now that spring has sprung, many of us have got gardening on the brain, and today our Green Thumb Rick Weiss is with us. And Rick, welcome, but before we get started, you've got a little bit of news you want to share with us.
Well, I've resigned my position as CEO and president of Flowerland. I've had that position for 18 years.
Yeah.
But I'm not leaving Flowerland.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm going to continue to be Mr. Green Thumb. I'm going to continue to do my radio show.
Awesome.
But more of a marketing and relations emphasis. So,
okay, well,
wonderful people at Flowerland.
Yeah.
The business is great, and moving forward.
Absolutely. And spring is a time of renewal, right?
Yes, it is.
So what are some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to, because it's still, you know,
it's early.
It's early in the season.
It's early. As a matter of fact, we have some pictures to show you from last year, just as reminders. There's a picture I shot last year in April. Those are hellebores in bloom, and the snow came along and covered them up. So, you know, we can still get snow at this time of the year. There's witch hazel in bloom, which is in bloom right now, and you see that covered in snow. The crocus last year trying to poke through the snow.
Yes.
Remember, all the way into mid-April last year, we had snow. So, you know, I don't want to be a downer.
I know.
But remember, you are correct that it's a little early. Now, on my drive over here, I stopped in somebody's yard and just dug a little chunk of grass. I'm just joking.
Well, no, I was going to say, who doesn't do that?
Yeah, who doesn't do that?
It's the first day of spring.
But it's a great idea to take a chunk of lawn. I'll pull this away here. And just a small chunk of lawn and get it up at eyesight, like a piece of pizza pie, and you'll be able to see the number of grubs in the soil, thatch, that sort of thing. We need to allow the lawn just to warm up here.
Right.
Because I'll tell you what, Kirk, it's all based on soil temperatures. And soil temperatures, there's a thermometer right there in the soil. When they get to be 55 to 60 degrees, that's when everything breaks loose, and traditionally here in Michigan also, that's when the forsythias are in bloom.
Now, I've heard you're not supposed to plant until Mother's Day. Is that true?
Not true.
Okay.
But generally Mother's Day, or between May 10 and May 20 here in West Michigan, that's usually our last frost date.
Okay.
That's when you would start planting things like tomatoes, impatiens, cucumbers, that sort of thing. Prior to that, you could plant bulbs, you could plant perennials, you could plant woody shrubs. So no, there's planting that can be done during the month of April. Peas are another thing that can be planted in that month.
So it's still a little early in the season, but just be careful.
Yeah, and one of the things to do is pick up debris. You know, remember we had windstorms and ice this winter.
Yeah.
There was a lot of damage out there, so we'll pick up debris on the lawn, allow the sunlight to warm the soil, and again, remember, 55 to 60 degrees, soil temperature is the magic number, and usually we get there about mid-April.
Quickly, you've got a book.
I have a book
coming out, right?
I currently have a book called I Just Wet My Plants.
Right, well, we know about that one.
And then I have a new book coming out in April, and it's called Operation Rumination.
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to this. And the interesting thing about it is it has nothing to do with gardening.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Congratulations on this new chapter. And I think it'll be very exciting.
Spring is a time of renewal.
That's
looking forward to it.
It is. And you can find all of this information on our website, 13onyourside.com, and we will be right back.